morning to all. Welcome to Anu Krishna online chemistry classes. And today we'll discuss about the rate of reaction. Okay. How to define the rate of reaction and what is the mathematical representation of rate of reaction. And after that, finally, the rate of reaction can be applied to the chemical reactions. And before going to that, what is the definition? Generally, if you take it the speed of an automobile, either car or buses, how to express it means the car or an automobile, how much distance is covered the unit time. Then it is called as the speed of an automobile. In the same way, the speed of a chemical reaction or rate of a chemical reaction expressed with the reactants, how much fastly they are converted into products. Okay, no? With which speed the reactants are converted into product, that can be explained the speed of chemical reaction or rate of chemical reaction, how much fastly or how much slowly the reactants are able to convert it into products, that can able to explain the rate of reaction. Okay, and if you take it the hypothetical reaction, the reactants are converted into products. The hypothetical reaction, the conversion of reactant to products, it is takes place. In this case, the 1 mole of reactant is converted into 1 mole of products. Okay, now at the beginning of the reaction, there is a 1 mole of reactant is present. At the beginning of the reaction, there is a 1 mole of reactant. Then before starting the chemical reaction, then the number of moles of product is 0. The number of moles of product is 0. When the reaction is started, when the reaction is started, when the reaction is started is nothing but the reactants are converted into products. Reactants are converted into products. During the conversion of reactant to products, the amount of reactants are gradually decreases, then the amount of products are gradually increases. Out of 1 mole of reactant, maybe 0.1 mole it is converted into products. 0.1 mole of reactants is converted into products. Out of 1 mole, 0.1 is converted into product, then the number of moles of product is 0.1. Then how much amount of reactant is present? 0.9. Because out of 1 mole, 0.1 is converted into products. That means 1 minus 0.1, that is equal to 0.9. And still 1 more 0.1 mole is converted into product, then the number of moles of product is 0.2 and number of moles of reactant is 0.8. So while the time is going on, the concentration or the amount of reactants are decreases, then amount of products are increases. Here 1 mole and then 0 moles of product is present at the time t is equal to 0. And here 0.1 mole is product is produced, maybe at the time t1 is equal to 1 second, and 0.2 mole product is getting, then time t2 is equal to 2 seconds I am taking. Still when the time is carried out, that means the reaction is going on, okay, no, the number of moles of reactants decreases, then number of moles of product will be increases, okay, no. So according to these things, we will define the rate of reaction. The rate of reaction is defined as the rate of disappearance or the rate of decrease in the concentration of reactant per unit time. Here the disappearance is nothing but they are converted into products. The reactants are converted into products. That's what I said. The rate of disappearance of reactants or the rate of appearance of products per unit time, both are called as a rate of reaction. Okay, no? Rate of disappearance or decrease in the concentration of reactant per unit time. And if you take the products, the rate of appearance, because at the beginning the time time value is equal to 0 second, then the number of products is 0 moles. When the time is going on, then amount of products produces. In such cases, what happened at the beginning stage, the number of products is 0. When the time is carrying on, then the products are appeared in a chemical reaction. That's what the rate of appearance or the rate of increase in the concentration of products per unit time. It is called as a rate of reaction. Rate of reaction. Okay, now the rate of reaction is equal to decrease in concentration of reactants, time taken. Decrease in the concentration of reactants and time taken. Next, R that is equal to increase in concentration of products. Increase in concentration of products by time taken. Time taken. So both are the definitions of rate of reactions only. One case the concentration of reactants decreases, another case the concentration of products increases. Okay. For example, the R1 is the concentration of reactant at time T1 and the product concentration is P1. Okay. Now, at T1 time, the concentration of reactants are R1 and the product's concentration is P1. At time T2, at the time of T2, the reactant concentrations are R2, the product's concentrations are P2. Product's concentrations are P2. Then what about the change in the time? And what about the change in the reactants? And what about the change in the products? For example, at the time of T1, the reactants concentration is R1 and the product's concentration is P1. Next, at the time of T2, the reactant concentration is R2, the product's concentration is P2. Okay, now at the time 0, at the time 1 second, at the time 2 seconds. 1 second is nothing but T1 is considered. T2 is nothing but at 2 seconds. Then what about the concentration of reactants and products? Okay, now then the change in the time delta T is equal to T2 minus T1. Final value minus initial value. Final value minus initial value. In the same way, the delta R is equal to square bracket of R2 minus square bracket of R1. R2 is nothing but at the time T2, the concentration of reactants. R1 is nothing but at the time T1, the rate of concentration of reactants. Next, delta P, square bracket of P is equal to P2 minus P1. P2 minus P1. So these are the things, changes in the concentration of reactants, products and then time interval. Why the reactants and products are represented in the square brackets? Okay, now here square brackets I am taking. Whenever any value placed in the square bracket, that is especially the concentration values, they are molar concentrations. The square bracket, the reactants or products are present in the square brackets, their values are taken in the molar concentration values. Molar concentration of reactants at the time T2 value, molar concentration of reactants at the time of T1. Okay, now, or the molar concentration of product P2 at the time T2 and P1 at the time T1. Okay, now, so that is the representation of the molar concentrations representation of square brackets. Okay, now, then what is the mathematical representation form? Okay, now, the rate of reaction is equal to delta R by delta T. rate is equal to delta R by delta T. Delta R by delta T. Okay. Delta R is nothing but R2 minus R1. Delta R is nothing but R2 minus R1 by T2 minus T1. Next, R that is equal to delta P by delta T. Delta P is nothing but product concentration P2 and P1 by P2 minus T1. Okay. So this is about the mathematical representation, and both are together represented as a rate is equal to delta R by delta T is equal to delta P by delta T. Because how much concentration of reactants decreases, the same amount of products also increases. Here decrease in the concentration of reactants we are representing with minus. Representing with minus. Then what is the significance of minus? What is the significance of minus? Okay. Here rate of reaction is always represented in positive manner. Rate of reaction is always represented in the positive manner. Whenever taking the delta R by delta T, this value getting the negative, because at the time T1 the reactant concentration is 100%. At the time T2 the concentration of reactants may be 90%. 90 minus 100 by time intervals maybe 2 minus 1 second. Then what happened? Minus 10 by 1. The rate of reaction value getting the negative. Okay, now to avoid that, what happened? To convert into positive way, the delta R by delta T is multiplied with minus. Then already here getting the minus value, it is multiplied with minus, then the total value is positive. The rate of reaction is positive. That's why the delta R by delta T we are multiplied with minus, because R2 concentration is less, R1 concentration is more. So here getting the negative value, then delta R by delta T value also negative. But rate of reaction is positive. It cannot be represented in the negative manner. That's why we can multiply with negative. Then what about in this case, products case? The P2 value is high, P1 value is less. Here directly delta P by delta T value getting the positive only. That's why we are not multiplied with any negative. Okay. So this is the rate is equal to minus delta R by delta T is equal to delta P by delta T. We will take it to one example also. For example, at the time T1 1 second and the reactant concentration is 0.1 mole and the product's concentration is 0 mole. Maybe here 0.9 moles, 1 mole is decreased. Then here I am taking the 0.1 mole of product. 1 mole of product. Next, what about the variation here? R2 minus R1, that is equal to R2 is nothing but second one, 0.9 minus 1 by 2 minus 1, that is equal to minus 0.1 by 1. Then we are getting the negative. To avoid the negative, rate of reaction is here negative value, but we don't want negative because the rate of reaction always represented in the positive manner. That's why it is multiplied with the negative. And here P2 minus P1 take it. P2 value 0.1 minus 0 by 2 minus 1, then it is equal to 0.1. So that is the thing. Then what about the units of rate of reaction? Units of rate of reaction. So rate of reaction units, rate is equal to change in the concentration per unit time. Change in the concentration of the substances, that is nothing but either maybe reactants or maybe products. What about the units of concentration? Number of moles per volume. Number of moles present in the given volume. So the units are concentration represented units mole per liter. Time units are second. Mole, liter inverse, second inverse, or mole, liter inverse, minutes inverse. Or if you take the hours also, mole, liter inverse, hour inverse, or years inverse also we will take it. Okay. And next after that, in case of gaseous reaction, then the units of rate of reaction is instead of mole per liter, I will take it the partial pressures of the gases. Partial pressures of the gases. Gaseous reaction is nothing but for gases we will take it the pressures. Partial pressures. What are the units of pressure? Atmosphere. Instead of mole per liter, I will take it directly atmosphere. Okay, now. Then the rate of reaction units are atmosphere second inverse. Atmosphere second inverse. Or if you take it the bar second inverse, or tar second inverse. Like that we will take it the units in the case of gaseous reaction. Mole per liter per second, or that is equal to atmosphere second inverse, only in the case of gaseous reaction. Okay, this is the total units and then mathematical representation of the rate of reaction.